my original question. Why do video games suck now? Okay, so why does little Adam Kara hate Fantastic Four for the PlayStation 2? It's because he played X-Men Legends 2, Rise of the Apocalypse before that. My target's down! That game isn't great either, but it was the first time I had experienced a game in that genre, and Fantastic Four was just a shittier version of that. Before that, video games were mostly a new experience, so when I ran into that unoriginal pile of garbage that was Fantastic Four, I was disappointed because it wasn't new. So fast forward to years later. I get a job, I buy a gaming PC, I can afford any shitty game I want now. I have played so many different games for so many hours of my life that now I'm at the point where finding something new, something really fucking good, is really difficult now. So basically, this just means that most of the video games out there just fucking suck now. There's obviously still one more reason I keep coming back to video games every day in my life. Video games are a huge force behind my friendships. I still have so much fun goofing around with my friends, and video games are one of the best ways to do it. So, what am I trying to say with this long-ass video? Basically, if you're also tired of so many games like me, it's not a bad thing. You just need to find the stuff that makes you feel like a kid again. Things that show you stuff you've never seen before. And you just have to be more careful when you try to buy these. Oh my, it's a Steam sale! Wow, look at this saving! Holy fuck! 75%! What? I'd be losing money not buying this. Wow!
Deus Ex Mankind Divided came out. Mixed reviews.
And welcome to the home of the Buccos between the New York Yankees and the Pittsburgh Pirates. Tom Grotar will be on the mound for the Buccos. Harold, any thoughts?
Well, Matt, he's going to have his rough outing from time to time. ERA last year, it's a little under 4. But the thing about it is he's going to take the ball. Give me the ball. I'm going to take my knocks, but I'm going to keep you in the game. And that's what I'm looking for him to do in this ball game. Keep him in the game. Give him a chance to win.
McCutchen is there to make the play, and Ellsbury becomes the first out of the ball game. With that, here's a look at the Yankees' starting lineup. Anybody catch your eye, Dan?
Yeah, you know, I love what the Grandy man, Curtis Granderson, does for this ball club. Go look at the numbers. He hit over .310 last year and was consistent most of the year. I'm looking forward to him having another solid campaign.
Back-to-back lineup, but man, they're swinging the bat pretty good. These two guys saw him pretty good. Let's see what happens.
At the plate, Robinson Cano. And you can see great numbers over the past few games. Cano waits on the first pitch. There's a swing and a drive hit well out to right field. Back goes Polanco. Gone! A two-run shot here for Robinson Cano. Home run number 5 on the year, and this is now a 2-0 lead for the Yankees.
As we take a look at the pitch location here, you could see that the pitch wasn't even in the strike zone, but clearly that didn't matter.
Digging in the switch hitter, Mark Lorenz. First shot for him here as he comes in currently leading the junior circuit in hitting. Swing and a drive to right center. Hey, that ball's going to be way out of here. Back-to-back home runs. Solo shot to right center. And even 20 home runs for him now thus far as the Yankees move out to a 3-0 lead.
Two home runs in 3 days. I'd say he's seeing the ball pretty well right now.
Back-to-back home runs. A solo home run for Brian McCann. 7 home runs for him on the year now. As the Yankees start to pull away a bit, it's now 4-0.
Well, the heart of the order has flexed their muscles tonight. 3, 4, and 5 have gone back-to-back-to-back home runs in this game. Really impressive.
Into the box now, Dustin Mays, one of the better hitters in the league this year, currently 7th in the American League in hitting. Drilled on the ground to short. Throw on to first, 2 gone.
Batting 7th, right fielder Curtis Granderson.
Striding into the box, Curtis Granderson, number 1.
Number 6, left fielder Starling Marte.
Hot shot on the ground to short. Gregorius is there, and a good throw gets him 1 gone. And here's how Clint Hurdle set his Pirates lineup for this one. Harold, what's the key for him against one of the best starters in the game?
Well, clearly it didn't start the way they wanted it to. They're already down a bunch of runs, but what do? You play the same game. Try to manufacture, score runs. Let's try to win this inning, the next inning, chip away at that lead until you get right back in the game.
Well, this Yankee ball club entering play this afternoon here, Harold. They've got to be considered the hottest team in baseball right now as they come in winners of 9 of their last 10 ball games.
Matt, they're on one of those hot streaks. I mean, everything is going right for them. They're playing great baseball right now. I mean, timely hitting, the bullpen's coming through. It looks like they're rested. They're doing the things they need to do to really be a winning club right now.
Andrew McCutchen is in with 2 away here as this one swung on and missed for the first strike. Here's a late swing and a miss, strike 2.
See what happens when you work fast, you stay aggressive, and you come right after guys. Man, you get great results. 2 quick outs, and now he's 0-2 on this hitter. Wow, that's a tough pitch to lay off right there. You're down 0-2. You're in protect mode. You want to chase that ball. Nice layoff.
2 out, nobody on. Again, he sends it out of play.
That's probably not what he wants to do with 2 strikes right there with the fastball. He was fortunate. He just fouled it off.
And he comes back with a fastball. Strike 3 called, and the inning is over. Down in order go the Pirates. They trail here 4-0. Here's Didi Gregorius. And it's been a great season for him so far with the bat in his hands. He's got the average up over 340 here entering play. Here's the first pitch to him. Thought he had the inside corner that time, but it missed for ball 1.
That's the kind of pitch that reminds me of many reasons why I wasn't a very good hitter. This thing was inside and coming in hot, and he just gave a stone cold take. I'm bailing out of the way if I'm in the box, no doubt about it.
Pitch to the plate is a slider for a strike, and it's all knotted up at 1-1. And he takes a called strike 2. A ball and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch.
I got the count.
And the fastball easy to lay off that time. 2-2. Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. Out in front as he rolls over it to second. Throw to first will be in. Start the second.
Batting 9th.
Now at the plate, Michael Pineda. He, of course, the most valuable player in last summer's All-Star game. Pitch swung on and hit in the air. McCutchen on the move. He tracks it down and makes the play to record the second out.
The center fielder,
Here's the center fielder, Jacoby Ellsbury. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. That's lifted the other way out to left. Marte is under it, and he makes the catch for out number 3. Standing in, Jung Ho Kang. And they've got some work to do early on. Down 4-0 already.
Well, Matt, as advertised, he's broke out with a good fastball. He likes to pitch out the fastball, but this was in the mid-90s. We'll see him be aggressive most of this game with that fastball.
And this misses the outside corner, so it's knotted up at 1-1. 1-1, here it comes. This one's chopped foul right at the plate. The count moves now to 1-2. 1-2. Here it comes. And a good bite to that slider as he swings through it for the first out of the inning. Josh Harrison stands in. He was among the many who failed to record a base hit in the loss yesterday. And a slider tails outside for ball one.
Well, they've really shut him down this series. No hits in the series, and they've done a great job of executing their pitches. They found his weaknesses and stayed with it. Ooh, that's one he wants back right now. Man, it looked like his timing was perfect. He just didn't barrel it up.
Outside, 2-1.
Well, that's a good pitch, but you have to get a little bit closer to the plate than that. That's that big sweeping.
Hit pretty well out to deep left field. Looking up is Gardner. Gone!
Yeah, they're still down a few, but a solo shot will make them feel a lot better about themselves. They're not being shut out, and now they know they can get to this guy.
John Jaso comes on with one gone here as he looks at a called strike one. The windup and the 0-1. Swing and a miss here, and he's behind in the count now, 0-2.
Well, Matt, he's been struggling, and they're coming right after him. He finds himself once again in an 0-2 count.
And you can tell he wanted to hold off, but he swings through the inside pitch anyway, and he becomes out number 2.
Batting seventh.
In now, Chris Stewart. And it's been a good start to the current campaign with the average up over 300 so far. Fastball too high to start him out here, 1-0. And he fires in a strike this time to make it 1 ball and 1 strike.
Oh, that's for sure going to be a pitch he wants back. You're not going to get many balls right in the wheelhouse from a top-level arm like this.
Wisely lays off the cut fastball there. It's 2-1. Gets the sign. Here comes the 2-1. Never tempted to swing at that ball down low. It's ball 3. Pedro Florimon would be next. Called strike over the outside part of the plate.
3-2.
Something has to give. Here's the payoff pitch. Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive. 7th pitch of the at-bat coming up. On the 8th pitch of the at-bat is the one that finally does it as he wears him down, and the inning is over. Striding in once again, Brett Gardner. He'll stand in to open things up here in the 3rd. Here's a swing and a ground ball. This is foul for the first strike. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Hit hard right back up the middle, and he's got a leadoff single.
Whoa, that ball was close. Whizzed right by his head. I think he probably heard it go by, guys. That's pretty unsettling for a pitcher. Trust me, I know.
He's set, and the pitch. And Cano, don't you know, is going to reach. It's a base hit.
Another first pitch hit. Man, they're going up there aggressive, looking for that first pitch fastball. He's struggling right now, and they are feasting.
Standing in now, Mark Lorenz. But this is hauled in by the second baseman, but he gets back in time, safe at second base.
Up next for the Yankees.
Digging in to try it again, Brian McCann. He got a hold of one and went yard in his first appearance in this one. From the stretch, a swing, and he pops him up on the infield, and the infield fly rule will be in effect here. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Dustin Mays. 2 on, 2 out for him here in the 3rd. First pitch coming. Here it is. Just got a piece of it as it's fouled back.
Well, Matt, if I use the cliche, it's not how you start, how you finish, it would apply right now. A couple innings ago, he had a rough inning. Didn't look good. But now he's starting to settle in a little bit better. He may be able to get through this thing.
And 1-1 as this one's in on the hands. Pulls this one in the air out to left. And the two-out threat will not come to pass as the inning is over. Yanks strand a pair, but they lead it 4-1. Stepping up now. He enters play hitting down in the 240s for the year.
Pedro Florimon.
Here's the first pitch chopped foul right at home plate, and that's the first strike. A 1 pitch on its way. A wave and a miss, a tick behind a good fastball.
0-2.
And they really bunch him up on that one as he swings and misses for the first out. Stepping in, Tom Grotar.
Pitcher.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. A fastball, and he swings through it to fall behind.
This lineup is flailing right now. They're having a hard time just making contact, let alone putting the ball in play.
Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2. And a swing and a miss, and another punch out here. 6 already, and that's out number 2. For his second at-bat, Starling Marte. First 2 men in the inning have both gone down via the punch-out, so we'll see if he can fare any better. First pitch here misses wide, 1-0. Into his windup, here comes the 1-0. And that changeup makes him jump, a swing and a miss. Here's the 1-1 pitch. Look. Looking at a tough pitch called a strike. 4-1's our score here in inning number 3. And he got another one here. He strikes out the side. He set down 5 in a row via the in his Curtis. Begin the 4th.
Right fielder Curtis Granderson.
Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. Got him fishing that time. 0-1. Oh, this is hit hard towards second. And that finds the outfield grass for a base hit. He takes the turn and heads for second. And he's out.
You could tell he was thinking fastball all the way here, and that's exactly what he got. He was able to get the bat head out front and pull it into the gap in the right center. Now they're set up pretty nicely for a good inning after that leadoff double.
He's set. Here it comes. This is hit the other way out toward left field. Marte is under it. And the runner, not tagging, will retreat to second base.
Now batting.
Stepping into the box, Michael Pineda comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. So a rather weak start to the at bat as he misses badly there. It's 0-1.
Man, did that fool him. What a great pitch. That was an ugly swing, wasn't it?
Line toward right center. Polanco has a long run, but he takes charge for route number 2.
Now batting.
Ready once again, Jacoby Ellsbury. 0 for 2 on his line thus far. First pitch of the at-bat. Lifted the other way out to left center. Marte on the move. He makes the catch. What a play on the run to end. Here's Gregory Polanco. He's 0 for 1 thus far.
Right fielder,
first pitch of the at-bat on its way. And now a bunt attempt here as he gets this one down. Throw to first will get him as they pounce on it quickly to snuff out the bunt attempt.
The center fielder number
so digging 0 for 1 for him here in this one. First delivery to him on the way. And he chased up and out of the zone, a swing and a miss.
There's another swing and strike on a fastball. He's got a nice fastball working, great pop on it, and he's keeping it high in the zone. They're going to have to lay off that if they want to have any success, because you keep chasing it.
Oh, hang on now. This ball is crushed into left field, and this one ain't coming back. This ball is gone.
Well, my eyesight is good, but I'm going to need a replay to see where that thing landed. That thing carried about 460. And he's standing on the mound.
And that'll bring up the versatile Jung Ho Kang, as he'll take a called strike here on a borderline pitch at strike one. He was a strikeout victim in his first try. Now a swing and a fly ball. And it'll fade just at the end and winds up a long foul ball. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Got him swinging. Chased it well out of the zone, and there are two gone.
The batter,
Now at the plate, Josh Harrison. He went deep in his first at-bat, and we'll see what he's got in store for us here. First pitch fastball swung on and missed 0-1. On its way, the 0-1 pitch. And that slider's almost in the dirt.
I like that they went away with that pitch right there. They really tried to tie him up on that previous pitch, so he was probably what we call inside conscious.
And the second baseman is there to make the play, and that ends the inning. Pirates get a run on the McCutchen home run. Here's Brett Gardner on here in inning number 5.
Brett.
Into the windup and the pitch. Hit hard to the right side. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. And here's a ball hit in the air. Florimon ranging into the outfield. He gets to it, and oh, he botched it. A couple of righties starting to loosen now in the bullpen.
Second baseman, Robinson Cano.
Hit in the air out to left field. After it is Marte. He gets there to make the play for the first out of the inning. Says he'll think twice about trying to move up.
First baseman, number 20.
Ready for another shot now. Mark Lorenz. He comes in 1 for 2 with that home run he hit earlier. First delivery to him on the way. A swing and a drive to center field. That one's got a chance. McCutchen ranging back to the track. He tracks it down and makes the play to record the second out. Here's the catcher, Brian McCann. He was retired after popping out in his last at-bat. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And this will be fouled away. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2.
Well, he's out in front of that breaking ball right there. Not surprised. I was after that fastball. Nice job of pitching, kind of keeping him off balance.
Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. Dribbled up the line, but that one rolls foul.
He's just fouling him off till he gets something he wants to hit.
Another 0-2 home. Liner towards second, and that's going to be a base hit for McCann.
Now batting.
So coming to the plate, Dustin Mays. And we'll see what he can do here with a pair of runners on base and 2 gone here in the 5th. First pitch on its way. Hit hard to third. A diving effort here as he gets a glove on it. But the recovery will come too late, and the bases are loaded now.
Now batting.
Now here's Clint Hurdle out of the Pittsburgh dugout on his way to the mound. And he's going to make a move, as that's going to be all for his starter this afternoon. Vance Worley is going to take over here in inning number 5, so it'll be a bullpen game from here on out. And this goes right past him. Oh, my, that might plate 2. 1 run scores. And this will not be close, and the run will score easily. Digging in once again, Didi Gregorius. And we'll see what he can do here. 2 on, 2 away, 2 home so far this inning. Lifted the other way to left center. Marte's after it. He makes the play. A great catch on the run to retire the side. Here's John Jason as we begin the home 5th.
First baseman.
Here's the first pitch to him. Takes a high fastball for a strike.
Well, he's really peppering the zone right there, going up in the zone. I wonder if he stays there the whole time. Usually you'll see that with 2 strikes, not with no strikes.
And this will get through into right, and he's aboard with a single. So there'll be a man aboard here to start out their half of the fifth.
Catcher.
Digging in, Chris Stewart comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. And this is low, ball 1. Here it comes, 1-0. Swing and a liner. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit. And now they'll have runners at the corners to start off the inning.
Well, that's back-to-back singles and first and third. So right here, you got a pitch to get a strikeout, and then the next hitter, hopefully you get a double play, you can get out of it. But right here, you got a pitch to get the strikeout to set up a chance to get out of this.
Looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at-bat. Here's the 0-1. Oh, and you talk about a pitcher getting the benefit of the doubt. That's low, but called a strike anyway. 0-2 now. With 2 strikes now and a runner at first, do you go for the strikeout, or are you still looking for the double play ball?
Well, Matt, I think a lot of if you're a power pitcher, you can go ahead and ride a fastball up in the zone, but if you're a guy that induces a lot of ground balls with a sinker, I think you have to stick with that plan.
A little tardy there. No balls and a strike. He's ready for his first at-bat of this early season contest. Got him to swing out of his shoes on that one. 0-2.
Well, that'll get your head shaken at the plate. That's a pitch he hasn't used much in this game. Now he throws that for a strike, and you add that to the rest of his repertoire. Man, it's tough to cover them all.
On to first as they get the double play to get him out of the inning. 4-6-3. They roll it up to get out of the jam. More to come on the show Sunday Baseball after this. Raul Abreu will come on and make his 4th appearance in this campaign.
Raul Abreu.
Michael Pineda is in for the 3rd time as he swings and misses at that one. It's 0-1. The windup and the 0-1. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Polanco has a read on it. 1 down.
Now batting.
Now it looks like a right-hander's up and throwing in the Pittsburgh bullpen. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Line drive to left. Marte is going to get there as he backs up to put it away, and there are 2 gone now. Ready once again, Brett Gardner. He's looking for hit number 3 here in this at-bat. This should end the inning as it's sent out to second. Harrison has it. Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as this side is. Here's Starling Marte. 0 for 2 on the afternoon so far. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Takes a fastball on the inside corner.
That's a big pitch right there. It could change the at-bat. When you're facing a good hitter like this, that first pitch, strike 1, is so important as to who's going to control this at-bat. Right now, pitcher's got the advantage.
2 quick strikes, and now the 0-2. That misses 1-2. Now here's the pitch. And he wasn't going to hit that one with an or. The strikeout, and there's 1 gone. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Gregory Polanco. No hits in 2 trips to the plate for him in the ball game. And the changeup is way low that time. Swung on and missed. Outclassed by that fastball for a strike. Look into McCann, the 1-1. There's a swing and a ball lifted to left, but back in the seats, out of play. It's 1-2. 2 runs, 4 hits, and 1 error in the contest for the Pirates so far. Fouled back.
I like the pitch right there. 2-strike fastball out of the zone. See if he'll chase. I'd go even further out this time. See if he chases it again.
Now here's a ball hit in the air to straightaway right field. This ball's got plenty of carry to it, and it is out of here.
Well, he didn't have to supply a whole lot of power with that one. He catches the fastball, and all he had to do is just really make a nice swing, which he did right there. And that ball just did not stop carrying.
A hit in 2 tries for him so far. Runs outside, so it goes to 2-0 now.
Clearly, they're not trying to give him anything to hit, are they? I mean, everything's away, but he's sitting 2-0. Let's see if he extends and maybe looks outside to drive something.
Into the windup. Here's the 2-1 pitch. A fastball that he's way out in front of. A swing and a miss. He's ready with the 2-2 pitch. Oh, and this one is hit a ton out to center. Racing back the center fielder. And he'll be there to make the play. Nicely done.
Now batting, third baseman.
Ready for another chance. Jung Ho Kang. Been a strikeout victim twice in this one. First pitch of the at-bat. Chop foul over towards the coaching box. The windup and the 0-1. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Ellsbury is under it. He makes the play, and that'll end the inning. Bucks draw a bit closer on the solo home run. Action in the bullpen now as a right-hander begins to throw out there.
Second baseman.
Cano waits on the first pitch. Line toward right center. And Cano, don't you know, is going to reach. It's a base hit.
Well, they've had a game plan. They've been really aggressive. Right here, he jumps on the first pitch. They're not laying off, and it's paying off for them. They came here with the mindset they're going to be aggressive, and we're seeing them execute.
Mark Lorenz will stand in again, but first we'll flash you back to the very first inning of the ball game. And here you go, a solo home run that had him off and running early on. Ball one.
Oh, that's a big fastball, obviously, and we're going to see this reliever throw it a lot. Well, these hitters can expect to see a heavy dose of that big fastball from this reliever. It's a major.
Nobody out, runner on first. Way out in front.
He swung so hard, I don't know how he stayed on his feet or kept his helmet on. I'm surprised he didn't fall down. He swung so hard. What a big swing.
And a slider just about gets away from him there as it runs in a bit too close for comfort.
Well, this isn't how he wanted to start the inning. A leadoff single, and then you almost hit the next hitter. Composure. Got to try to get that ball with the plate and maybe get a ground ball.
Liner toward right center, and a knock for him this time. He's 2 for 4 for the game. Cano rounds the corner and is headed home. Is in time, and he's cut down at the plate as they team up to gun him down. Here's the catcher, Brian McCann. He homered earlier and is 2 for 3 to this point. First offering on its way. And this is down at knee level as it's chopped foul at home plate. Nothing in one count. Here it comes. Out in front as this is pulled foul into the seats. The 0-2 delivery. Comes back with the cut fastball for strike 3 called, and there are 2 down. Striding in once again, Dustin Mays.
Third baseman, Dustin
From
Mays.
the stretch, here's the pitch. Whoa, right back at him, and it hit him. Fortunately, he's able to stick with it and get the out at first, and that'll. The Yanks leave 1 as they're unable to add to their 6-3 lead. First delivery to him on the way. Grounded to short. Taken in by Gregorius. Throw to first is in time for the first out. Here's John Jaso now. He's 1 for 2 in the ball game.
John Jaso.
Nope.
A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1. 1-0. The windup and the 1-0 pitch. And looked like ball 2 below the knees, but it's ruled a strike, and that evens the count at 1-1. A little bouncer that goes foul. 2 strikes on him now. 3 runs, 5 hits, and 1 error in the contest for the Pirates so far. There's a swing and a high pop-up. Pineda is there for it, and that's the 2nd out of the inning.
Now batting, catcher.
Digging in and looking for more, Chris Stewart. He's singled in 2 trips to the plate thus far. In there for strike 1, 0-1. And the pitch. Got him out on his front foot. It's 0-2.
You know, when a guy starts to get tired, you often see their breaking stuff start to flat.
A swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that will do it. 1, 2, 3 go the Pirates. They're still doubled up. It's 6-3. Digging in to try it again, Curtis Granderson. He'll start things out for us here in inning number 8. Into the windup and the pitch. Pulls this one into the air out into right field. And this will be pulled in just in front of the warning track for the first out.
Up next for the Yankees.
Ready for another shot now, Didi Gregorius. And he hasn't quite had the same fortune at the plate as many of his teammates. No hits for him so far. Harrison's got it on to first, and he's breezing through the 8th here with 2 quick outs.
The pitcher, number 35, Michael Pineda.
Stepping into the box, Michael Pineda. It was a fly out for him in his last trip. And this is popped up back behind second to retire the side. So no runs, no hits. Dylan Betances is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the 8th.
Dylan Betances.
Digging in once again, Pedro Florimon. He'll have a new pitcher waiting for him as we begin their half of the 8th. And he'll try to crowd him there to start the at-bat. It's 1-0. 1-0 pitch on the way. And that one right down Main Street. Now a swing and a chopper foul right at home plate. Ready to deliver the 1-2. Struck him out. Struck him out again, I should say. His third punch out of the game. Craig Gentry will grab a bat and hit for the pitcher here.
Gentry.
Ball 1. He's ready for his first at-bat of this early season contest. Chop foul over towards the dugout. Here's the 1-1 delivery. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
Sometimes it can be difficult for a pitcher. You're facing a guy that's not known to be a big stick in the lineup. Sometimes the toughest thing is to be aggressive and throw strikes.
And they're working the outer half here, but that one's wide for ball 3.
Ball 3 to the 9-hitter. And everybody's kind of going, all right, if we can just get him to walk him with the leadoff guy coming up next, they got a chance to have a big inning.
Now time is called here as we'll get a trip to the mound.
Starling Marte.
And this is on the ground to short. Could be 2. Cano for 1. But they won't get 2 as he beats the relay to first.
No real chance for him to roll 2 that time. He's just too quick coming out of the batter's box. You basically have to make a perfect turn on a hard hit ball to double him up. Now they need to keep an eye on him over at first.
A runner on first with 2 away.
Nope,
2-0.
That's a good pitch to lay off right there. That cutter inside. And that is a real tough pitch for hitters to lay off of. And a lot of times, if you do swing at that cutter in, you're going to end up with some firewood in a broken bat.
2-1. Here it is. Grounded down the third baseline. But this will wind up a foul ball. 2-2. There's a swing and a drive hit well out to right field. Granderson ranging back, but he can't get to this one. It's off the wall. Marte is on his way home. Is in time, and he's cut down at the plate as they team up to gun him down. 1 left for Pittsburgh. Neftali Feliz enters from the pen to start the 9th inning as he'll try to keep the score right where it is heading to the bottom of the 9th. This is on the ground over to fields it cleanly, and he'll take it to the bag himself for the out.
Up next for the Yankees.
Stepping in, Brett Gardner. Couple of singles for him in 4 trips for him this afternoon. First pitch coming. Here it is. Grounder hit hard down the first baseline. Oh, just a brutal hop, and it goes right by him.
Well, he knew he was going to get a changeup right there. You could tell he's sitting on that the whole way. You don't hit a first pitch changeup without looking for it.
Robinson Cano.
Here comes the second baseman, Robinson Cano. It's been a nice game for him. 3 hits, including a homer to this point. And the effort pays off as he's able to recover and get the second out of the inning. Digging in the switch hitter, Mark Lorenz. He's homered and doubled in 4 trips, so he's definitely been a factor. Out of play off to the right. 2 out here and a runner at second. Fouled toward the third base dugout, but this will get back into the seats, out of play.
That's a nice pitch right there. He threw him a breaking ball, comes back with the fastball, and now he's late. Now he doesn't know how to adjust. He's kind of caught in between. You got him set up perfectly.
And there's one well above the zone for a ball.
2 strikes on the hitter and 2 outs. I like this. You got to get this out here. You don't want them to drive in a run and you go down 4. You keep it at 3. You still got a chance to break it open and win on a big inning.
A lot of times you see guys in the middle of the order get worked away, but not right here. They're keeping it inside on him.
And he swings on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. Now another 1-2. A swing and a high drive to right center field. McCutchen going back on it, and just short of a home run. This ball's off the wall. The relay, but he'll get in there with an RBI double. So much of the game is situational hitting, guys.
Safely on second, and his buddy is high-fiving teammates in the dugout.
Stepping in now, Brian McCann, as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1. 2 hits in 4 attempts to this point. 1-0 count. Here it is. And
he's clearly looking to hit off the fastball and adjust. That's a pretty good swing after seeing 2 fastballs now in a row.
Here's Feliz on 1-1. Fastball stays way up that time for ball 2. He's set, and the 2-1 pitch. Swinging a hard hit ball down the line in right. And this will hop over the wall, but the run will score. Settling in now, Dustin Mays.
Dustin Mays.
He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Hard hit at third. Gung is there. Throw in time, and the side is retired. 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and a runner left on. Aroldis Chapman takes the ball now in inning number 9, looking to close the door. Coming to the plate now, Andrew McCutchen. He'll be the one to greet Chapman, who looks to put an end to this one. And this one's nowhere close as that bounces to the plate for ball 1. Here's the pitch. This is in the air out to right. Granderson is under it. He's got it 1 away. Into the box now, Jung Ho Kang. 0 for 3 with a couple of strikeouts for him to this point in the ball game. Sends that one out of play for strike 1. Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. He's set. Here comes the 1-1. High in the air and drifting out to shallow center. Ellsbury is under it. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are 2 away.
The batter, number 5.
Now at the plate, Josh Harrison. He comes to the plate as the last chance for his side. 2 out here in the 9th. And that's in there for strike 1. Swing and a miss, and with that, the Bucks are down to perhaps their final strike of the ball game. Well, as demonstrated there, that's a tough pitch to do anything with.
Oh, you think? If you've got a good fastball like he does, that location can be really effective. It looks so...
Now a swing and a miss on a pitch that tied him up in knots, and the ball game is over.
Well, these guys feel pretty good about themselves, and they should. Anytime you can come into somebody else's ballpark and sweep a 3-game tilt, you're doing something right. Great team effort.
8-3 is today's final. New York slugged their way to victory with 15 hits. Michael Pineda earns the win, his second, picking up 11 strikeouts along the way. So that'll just about do it for us this afternoon. Thanks to Harold Reynolds and Dan Plesac and the rest of our crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. This has been a presentation of MLB The Show. To find out more, head on over to theshownation.com.
Our final line.